Welcome to In Pursuit with Pastor Bill.
Hey, I'm just a simple guy in pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, wild game, fish that swim under the ice, tender smoked meat, tasty grilled meat, and Denise.
In this hour, we are going to be talking about all of that and a whole lot more. Bill has been with Maranatha since 2005 and the campus pastor at Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus since 2011. Come along and join In Pursuit.
Yes, come along and join In Pursuit.
Come and join.
Pursuit. Come and join. If you're not joining already,
come and join.
Come and join. Yeah. Come and join. It's great to be back.
Love being back.
Another Thursday.
I'm Denise.
I'm Bill.
Hello, I'm Shane.
And I'm Alice.
There you go.
Ooh, we all have mics today.
We have all of us. That's great. A lot of things to chime in on today. Mm-hmm. We're missing James today. He's back at the Chisago campus, working hard, getting caught up.
Yep, trying to get caught up.
Yeah, but he's married now.
Yeah, he's Mr. James.
He's Mr. James. That's right. When he came back after not seeing him for a while, it was exciting to say Mr. Beeman, but it's like
he already was.
You already were Mr. Beeman. That's no fun. What the heck? But yeah, that's good stuff. So we're excited to have him back when he comes back on here and can tell us all about his wedding and his honeymoon and all the fun stuff he did. Falling into the ocean.
Yeah.
Going the wrong way on a one-way.
Mm-hmm.
It's good
Super
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
How he was barking when he was eating the lobster.
It was so good.
So good.
Made him want to bark. Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, yeah, it's good to be back here. As always, if you happen to be listening, please let us know that you're out there. It's just kind of fun to know that it's more than the four of us. Although even if it was just the four of us sitting here talking, that'd be all right.
Right?
Chatting for an hour.
I completely agree.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
Still fun.
Yeah, it is fun. We just get to wear headsets and look at a big black foam thing. That's
right.
That's the only difference. Yeah.
We don't have to feel guilty about not doing something else.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Now we can sit and talk, and it's like we're supposed to be just sitting and talking.
Right.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Well, speaking of extremely important things, let's talk food for a little bit.
Ooh.
Shall we?
We shall.
Yeah. So we smoked some more steaks last week. So one of the kids from church, he's in his 20s, mid-late 20s, but he stopped by, he had to pick something up at the house. And he was getting to the house just about lunchtime last Friday. And so we timed it. We smoked some very good steaks that were ready when he got there.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So that was pretty fun.
Somebody was teasing him, like, yeah, you planned that well. And he goes, nope, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yep, that was a good day for him. Yeah, those steaks, once again, I like smoking those steaks.
Yeah,
I think it's the way
good.
to go. Yeah.
They really do.
I still think my favorite is the inch-and-a-half thick steaks.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just because my inability to cook well, but
you cook well. Those were good.
Yeah, they were good. But yeah, and then those steaks that we smoked that last week, even chopping it up and then putting in a little pan, would you put some butter in it or something?
I didn't.
Or just the juice from it?
I just used the juice because you don't ever throw meat juice away. It just tastes so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just put the meat juice from the pan, in the pan as we heated them up.
So for breakfast, I had just that steak diced up, or not even diced, just kind of sliced up, chunks, like stew meat looking chunks, with a piece of toast with butter on it. And that was breakfast the one day. Mm-hmm. That's a good breakfast, man.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm confused about that statement about you don't throw it away. Do you have jars of different meat juices? How does that work?
No, like when you have if you have leftover steak, like these steaks, when we let them rest, the plate just gets a lot of juice on it.
Yeah.
And that juice is all the seasonings and...
So the leftover meat that you put in a container in the fridge, you just pour that juice over the top of it, and then when you use the meat, you use the juice with it. Or if you're going to make soup out of it, that juice makes for fabulous soup broth.
Okay, I get you. The only reason you had that juice is because you have leftovers and it's sitting there.
Yeah.
You didn't just purposely.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Save the juice.
But I'll tell you this though. I mean, if you had even a small half cup or cup of that juice, to save it would be very wise. It's just an explosion of flavor. The meat flavor, and all we've been putting on these steaks are salt and pepper, maybe garlic powder.
Just salt and pepper. Yeah.
And it's that juice. Like we'll take a bite and just rub it around in the juice on the plate.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
He's barking, people. He's barking.
Yeah. Actually, what's in the crock pot? We have food in the crock pot right now. This is how spoiled I am when it comes to food. Denise just quickly, somebody giving us some venison sausage, almost like a summer sausage type thing. So one of the ways we use this is we just cut it into big chunks, throw it in the crock pot, peel and dice up or chop up some potatoes, throw it in, and then a whole jar of sauerkraut on top of it. And it's just cooking in the crock pot right now.
So yummy.
If you don't know what that is, I don't know how many months ago, James, we were talking about food, and James is something about it's good. It makes me want to bark or something. And we were all just like, what? Hold on a second, stop! Like what?
The food's so good it makes you go feral.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So since then, that's kind of been the whole. That it's just been, gosh, it's been so stinking funny.
Yeah, just funny.
But that's how good that food was. So we've been eating good. But then we did try something, and actually, I just got a text from Megan. The whole crew's here today on vacation in Danbury. Oh, and then they're sending me pictures of the kids and Johnny catching fish.
Aww.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Chris is listening.
That's good stuff.
And she says, Bill, the 1 1/4 inch steak matters.
See, the 1 1/4 inch thickness, that's the Bearded Butcher's favorite thickness. Seth from Bearded Butchers, he likes the 1 1/4 inch cut.
Yeah.
That's his favorite thickness.
Yeah.
So it does. Like, I just never realized the thickness of the steak matters.
I didn't either.
Yeah, but it does.
Well, that's why I always stayed away from the thicker, because I'm not good at cooking. And that meant the thicker it was, that just meant I have an outside burnt and an inside pink.
Yeah.
You know, because I never had the patience either to smoke it, or, you know what I mean? I could see with the smoker, though, how it wouldn't matter. You just got to wait longer, be patient, plan out your meals, because I'm also bad at that. I wait until I'm like, oh, yeah, I should probably have some food, and then whatever I want, it needs to be there now.
Yeah.
That's not me at all.
Denise gets up in the morning and she's thinking.
I'm thinking a week in advance.
What are we going to eat? Yeah.
Because I take it out of the freezer and put it in the fridge to thaw, and
Yeah, it's pretty good. So Megan's listening. Cindy's listening. So here's the deal with Megan and Johnny and the kids listening. By the way, hi kids. I hope you have fun on vacation.
Cyril and Jeffrey and Molly.
Yeah. It's good to have you join us today. So we tried making the Reese's peanut butter cup wrapped in bacon on the smoker. So we talked about this a week or two ago. We went to Johnny and Megan's for the women's event, and they had those bacon wrapped Reese's that he made in the smoker. So we tried
Bill's favorite food.
Yeah, we tried those. Actually, it was last Friday when Chris had stopped in. We had made them. And I don't think they were as good as what Johnny and Megan made.
Yeah.
But it was still good.
Yeah, we took 2 out earlier than later. You know, just testing how long you want to cook them.
The bacon,
and the earlier ones were not our favorite.
Yeah, but here's interesting. Chris liked those better because he said it's a Latino thing to not have the bacon as cooked, which. I slapped him. Like, what's wrong with you? It's got to be a little crunch in the bacon. Yeah. And I didn't slap him because he'd throw me across the room.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you want to do that.
But so we did try the Reese's wrapped in bacon in the smoker, and it's a very, very interesting thing. Like, I really liked the ones Johnny and Megan made. I like the ones we had. I had a couple of them. I think at Johnny and Megan's I had 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Just throw the whole thing in your mouth. It's very interesting, the combination. So yeah, I'll definitely try it again and just try and master it and make it more better.
More better.
Yeah.
So did that arrive from? I've heard of candied bacon, and I've seen people make candied bacon. Have you guys done that before?
Yes.
I have. I don't think I've made candy bacon.
You just put
Maple
like,
syrup or something in it?
No, brown sugar.
Oh, I don't think I've done that.
No, is that all you did?
I don't know. I've never done it before. I've heard of it, and there was a guy that I saw has made it before,
Okay.
and he just did it multiple different ways, and he was trying to figure out which way he liked the best. And
okay.
I didn't even think about it until you guys were talking about the turning bacon. And I mean, it's just like bacon is good for everything.
Yeah.
So
It really is.
Yeah.
so
Pastor
good.
Mike, I think Pastor Mike makes a candied bacon. I'm not sure if I've ever had it, but I know he's made it around here before. But so it's something
Okay.
like that, yeah. But it's good. Mom and Dad are listening, so thanks for listening.
Yay! Hi, Jerry and Linda.
Yeah, so it's been kind of fun cooking. We are having the young adults from the Chisago campus at our house tomorrow night.
Woo, woo.
Like the number's growing,
Yeah,
which
that's okay.
is scary.
Yeah,
I mean, super
they're gonna be
fun.
outside.
Yeah, so we told James in Scotland, because they kind of head up that group. We were meeting with them. We just said, here's the deal. We'll feed you, but then we're going to bed. So just, put the fire out when you leave. I don't care. Leave at midnight or 1. Just put the fire out.
Well, that's it. I mean, they have a place to hang out.
That's it.
So I mean,
yeah.
that's
gum together and hang out. So what we're doing though tonight, overnight, which I'm kind of excited about because there's not a mad rush tomorrow, but we're gonna smoke like 20 pounds of pork.
Yum.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be fun, very fun, and like I kind of am gonna be disappointed if they don't eat it all.
I won't be
because
I'll be over there.
Shane's like I should come because this is part of youth
I lied on my birth certificate. I'm actually 29. I can join the group.
Yeah, absolutely, you can join the group. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. It's always kind of fun to have the smoker going.
Yeah.
I look forward to it, and then the anticipation of just pushing your fingers into it, and it just
Gloved fingers.
yeah,
I
just
always have to say that.
yeah, they're gloved.
Yeah, they're gloved.
They're double gloved actually.
Yeah, because it's hot.
It's hot. Yeah,
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot.
I saw I got an orange robe burst into flames.
Anyway, the reason we're making so much is because those 6 teenage boys that came over to the house and they ate 9 pounds of sloppy joes.
9 pounds. Like these.
I made so much sloppy joes. I go, Bill, I just don't want to run out. And he goes, that's a lot of food. And I'm like, I just don't want to run out. And we almost ran out. I was like, they just kept eating.
It was awesome. I mean,
It was really cool to
Yeah.
see it. I mean, like they were just comfortable to just chow down, and they did. It was kind of cool.
you kind of forget how much
Teenage boys
how
eat.
much because even like the steak that Chris ate, like I'm not kidding.
We ate half of our steak.
We shared one, and we can eat,
Yeah.
but a potato and that, like, there was nothing left on that plate. I was like, that a boy. Right? I was like proud of this, like, yes, he chowed that thing.
Yep.
But
It's like saying you're an awesome cook without actually saying the words.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was good. It was just fun to watch. So we're excited to smoke the pork tonight, especially a big amount like that, and just feed those kids and hang out with them. Yeah, that's going to be a neat thing to do.
It will.
Yeah. So let's see. I don't know that there's anything else really to get into as far as all that kind of stuff goes. I want to remind everybody, be sure to be checking out both churches' websites. There's a ton of exciting stuff happening over the course of the summer. At the Forest Lake campus, the Wednesday nights continue with Scandalous, Jesus and the Stories He Told. That's with Pastors Orlean Robin and Michelle, and that is good stuff. There's also kind of exciting, the car show is coming up. That is actually Saturday, August 9th here at the Forest Lake campus, which is a cool event. The men's conference, both campuses are joining forces to make a men's conference happen in September, so we're looking forward to that. And then at the Chisago campus, the Wednesday nights also continue with testimonies. Last night we had another very, very cool testimony, just a young lady sharing her life's journey and how God is a way maker, and so that was very neat.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
It was a neat testimony.
It was powerful.
Yeah.
So that's been fun, and that will continue throughout the course of the summer. And then, just some fun stuff. We'll be at Kichisaga Days. The Chisago campus will be in the parade. We'll be hosting a skateboard competition and scooter competition at the skate park there in Chisago. And we'll also be kind of at that flea market in Mulberg Park all day giving away free airbrush tattoos, and really excited. We get excited. We're going to give away a whole bunch of kids' Bibles.
Yes.
It's very fun every year. The number of parents and grandparents that come through and are excited to read these, because not only are the kids learning the stories, but when someone's got to read them, they're getting more and more familiar as well. So we do love giving away Bibles. And then we'll be down at the State Fair, both campuses, on August 31st, Maranatha Day at Crossroads Chapel. So pretty exciting stuff happening
Super.
over the course of the entire summer. So hope we can get you all tuned into some of that. But I think before we get into our topic today, let's maybe a little bit early. Can we do this early?
You can tell them what we're talking about on the second half?
No.
Oh, it's a surprise.
We're going to take our bottom of the hour break, but before we do that, one of the highlights every single week is to get to listen to Denise and our Word of the Week.
Word of the Week. This is the part of the show where Denise and Bill learn new words in pursuit of knowledge and understanding of the English language, and so they can sound smarter. Smarter. I'm super excited about this word because it's so weird this week.
Nice.
The word is bijou. B-I-J-O-U. B-I-J-O-U. Bijou. Bijou. It's a small... Does anybody know what it is?
I'm assuming it's nothing to do with the bayou.
It's not. Nothing. Nope, like opposite of bayou. It's a small, dainty, usually ornamental piece of delicate workmanship.
Shane. What's up, Bijou? No.
It's a jewel. And then definition 2 is something delicate, elegant, or highly prized. So that's important because I'm going to use, the second one for my sentence this week. But anyway, in the dictionary, you guys, if you haven't gone online dictionarying, you need to do it. It's fun, especially if you like words. And so in the dictionary, under bijou, it has browse nearby words. And the nearby word that caught my attention was bijouterie. That's the next word.
Is that a board that you put meat on?
I know, it made me think of charcuterie. And it's kind of the same. Bijouterie is a collection of trinkets or ornaments, a collection of jewels, like a collection of meats and cheeses.
Yeah.
So charcuterie, bijouterie. Just a fun word.
Cool.
How is that even in the English language?
Yeah.
It's so cool. Anyway, do you like the word of the week?
I think it's neat, yeah.
Bijou.
Bijou.
How are you going to use that this week in the
I'm going to figure out some way.
Weekend sermon. Bijou. Or bijou.
Indubitably. I will indubitably find a way to use that word. As long as it's not deleterious to the message.
Very nicely done.
I'm going to have to ruminate on this whole thing for a bit.
I think ruminate's your favorite word.
Yeah.
Deleterious.
But now I'm just getting ostentatious.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's like 5 right there.
That was good.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so if we don't use our word, we know we will lose our word. So I'd like to use bijou in my own sentence. Ready? Although there is nothing dainty about me, I am highly prized by Bill, so I guess I can be called his bijou.
Perfect. I like it.
So I'm a little bit sad you called Shane bijou because you took
I
my
didn't
steal.
know.
Mine was clearly sarcastic. Yours is actual.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It's okay. It's okay. That's our word of the week.
You're listening to In Pursuit with me, Pastor Bill, a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. If you would like to visit Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus, we have 4 weekend services to choose from. Visit maranathachisago.org to learn more and to check out some past messages. And we're back.
Yay.
Shane, Alice, and Bijou.
You're so cute.
That's cute. That's fun. You do. That's a great thing.
Bijouterie.
Bijouterie. A collection of little jewels.
Yes. So weird.
Is that like being bedazzled. That's what I was thinking of. Now
I don't
different.
know that. Yeah.
All right, so here's what I want to talk about today. I hope that it's encouraging, so it just seems like recently, like there has been, like we're not necessarily involved in this many funerals, but so I'll just tell you this. So it has this whole topic. It has to do with dying and life and living, because it just seems like we're surrounded by people dying right now.
Yeah.
And which is not a bad thing.
No, dying is part of living.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's not like uncomfortable or anything like that. But so it's like I have 2 points.
Oh, yay.
So the first point is this: to remember that life is but a vapor.
Mm-hmm.
James 4:14, I think, here today and gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so recently, Denise and I were introduced a week or two ago now, I can't remember, a week ago. We were introduced to this wonderful woman, and her name is Virginia, and they call her Ginny.
So cute.
Yeah, and
Ginny.
she just sweet. And so we got to go and visit with her and pray with her. And she was right over here at a assisted living place right in Wyoming. And so we were visiting, and like she had never met us before. And we walked in, it was just the two of us and her, and we're just chatting with her,
Yeah.
And while we were there chatting...
She was very present, too. She's 84.
Oh, yeah.
Very present.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentally and verbally.
Right there.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it was actually one of those where, like, I was there, and, like, I think I was talking loud, and I don't think I had to talk loud.
Yeah.
Like, she was there, and anyway. So we're sitting there, and we're visiting with this Ginny. This was the first time we met her, and all of a sudden, an alpaca comes walking by in the hallway.
Yeah. With a bow in her hair.
Bow. Like, this thing looked like a huge stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Brown and the softest, fuzziest, like it was funny because so it's a volunteer that brings, Dolly is her name.
Dolly.
Brings her into these different facilities, obviously to encourage people. And so this alpaca comes walking in, and I just wanted to pet this thing and, hug this, like, it's like a big stuffed animal.
Yeah.
It was.
It's like, and then fortunately the volunteer, the lady that owns Dolly, she said, well, I'm going to bring her over and see Ginny now. Like, the reason she brought her in was not for me, Like, of course, I took great offense. Like, what did I do? But it was the sweetest thing because this woman, Ginny, she just kind of lit up, and she just petting this alpaca, and like the back is about this tall, like 32 inches tall, if not more.
I was gonna say a little more.
But then the neck, like her head had to be 5 feet.
Yeah, it's almost like they're a giraffe.
Yeah, the long, fuzzy, skinny neck. It was just so stinking cool.
Yeah.
So we just got to hang out with this Dolly, this alpaca, for a little while, and Ginny. So then we got a call from the family on Tuesday, letting us know that they were calling the family in because she was going downhill. And so we stopped over there, and we got to spend some time with Ginny and with her 3 kids and a niece and stuff like that. And so we were able to just visit and hang out. And she was still there, like, having a conversation, because when we first saw Ginny, I was telling her about the Reese's wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
And so then the second time we went back, so she told her son and daughter-in-law about that, and so it was just kind of neat, that little bit of a connection. Anyway, so then when we went back, that was one of the things I asked Ginny. I said, did any of these guys make you any of that yet? And she was still there.
Yeah.
Able to visit. Like, do you remember us? Oh, yeah. Remember Dolly? Yeah. And so she's 84 years old, and she's dying, and I'm pretty comfortable with that, and so I had asked her how old she was, and I said, did those 84 years go by really fast? Like, can you believe it's been 84 years? And she said, no, I can't. It went by so fast.
Yeah.
And it made me think of this, like, this life really is but a vapor. I'm 53. How old are you, Shane?
45.
So you're 45. And so it's like, it's like that, right? Like, I can't believe I'm 53. I can't believe I have a daughter that's getting married. And I mean, it's like all of this, it's like crazy how fast this life really does go by, you know, when you're in it and you're struggling maybe, or, you know, going through hard times, it just seems like it takes forever. But then all of a sudden, here today and gone tomorrow. And I think that, like, the thing that I'm challenged by with that and getting to be in that situation, I think this happens every time I'm around this a lot, is it just makes me pause and think, okay, wait a minute, this is going by so fast. How am I spending my life? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But not just what am I doing, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's like, how am I spending my life? You know?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what am I spending my life on? Because it's like that, and this is it. And it just challenges me.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel the same way, and then it makes me be grateful too. So like the other day when I just mowed the lawn again, you know, or when you accomplish something, it's nice to reflect upon those things, because it was just like you said, like, what are you doing? Yeah. So like I've been trying to be more purposeful in that, is trying to make sure that I'm understanding and knowing what actually did I do today.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because like you said, I mean, or like if you get put on the spot and someone's like, so what'd you do this week? And I'm like, I have no idea. So it kind of helps in those situations too.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Well, and who are you spending with? Mm-hmm. And
Bill.
what do you, Bijou,
Bijou.
what are you worrying about? What are you stressing about? What are you angry about? What are you holding on to? Like that's what I wrestle with, is like, okay, the things that are in my mind, like what am I letting consume me right now? Because it's going to come and it's going to go.
Yeah,
And
honestly, when you said that, that's what came into my head. It's like, what am I upset about, or, sad about? Is it really something that matters?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I do. I get, last night, you know, it's just like the days get long, and you know, everybody does it. So we went to leave church last night. I think by this time we were the last two there, and I went to lock my car because we were going to leave my car there overnight.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't start. And it was just like, so...
It was like 8:45.
Yeah.
So like just the light's going to be gone, and...
Yeah. You know, and I'm tired, and I just don't want to deal with anything else. But then it's like this, and it's so funny, because just that, and it's not a big deal. I wasn't stranded. The other car was there. It took less than 5 minutes to get the jumper cables out, jump it, start it, and leave. But when that hit, it was just like... You've got to be kidding me! I mean, like that's what, and what was inside of me was a lot worse than that. But then again, I stop and think. It's like, that's nothing. It's literally nothing. But look at what I expended. Look at how that affected me. It's like, man, it's nothing.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's the same thing a lot of the times with the youth. I've been doing a lot of emotions and whatnot. So with this kind of stuff, it is more of just like understanding emotions are great. We need these emotions, but there's certain emotions that you feel, understand what they are, but then you need to move on from those. You can't dwell in those situations. You can't feel that defeated and then just linger in that moment.
Right.
You need to understand, why do I feel defeated? Yeah. And then get yourself out from that, or reach out to others to help you get out from that. You can't linger in that spot, because like you said, I mean, we're here today, gone tomorrow. Like, you can't, there's no time. Ain't nobody got time for that, to be sitting around and lingering in negative things.
Just wasting it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, move on from that.
I think I read something. I wish I had taken a picture of it or something, but it's like, a bad 5 minutes doesn't make a bad day.
Right.
A bad day doesn't mean a bad week or month.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times that's what can end up happening, you know? I mean, I know, like, I can do that, you know? It's like, it's all, and then everything just plummets, you know? But I'm reminded again, just in a situation like that where, and we just found out she passed away last night. And so, Ginny did, yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's a life. right there. Now, praise the Lord, she was a believer, and so, getting to talk to the family about mourning, but mourning differently because of the hope that we have, and being in those moments, it's one of the most special things.
It is.
To be
very special.
invited into that room,
Yeah. It is. And you're very good in those situations. Very caring, very attuned to the people in the room. It's a neat thing to witness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I think the important thing is, you don't have to be afraid of this, especially when you walk in and they're believers and they're talking about Jesus and you're laughing, there's joking amidst the tears. It's like that room is the perfect setting for what you want that to be.
Right.
In my opinion, it's not like I know everything or I've done this a million times, but in my opinion, that's what you want is there's laughter while there's crying and the memories and all of these things,
Right.
It's a special thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very neat to be a part of.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So point number 1 is remember this. This life is but a vapor. Point number 2, remember this. No man knows what tomorrow may bring.
Yeah.
We make all these plans. We'll do this then. We'll talk to this person then. But no man knows what tomorrow may bring. And here's why I'm reminded of this. So on last Saturday, we found out that my cousin passed away. Right after church, my mom and dad were leaving, and then they came back in, and he was 48 years old.
Yeah.
And just, up and downs through life and struggles of different kinds, but 48 years old, You're almost 48 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the picture it's like you just don't know, I think about, we've talked about this before, but people they just work. That's all they do is work because they're just going to work so they can get to retirement. And then they get to retirement.
And they die.
And then they die. And they've
6 months later.
They've missed so much life,
Right.
And some people have a good balance of the working and enjoying and stuff. But I think there's a lot of, I don't know if there's a lot or not, but there's some people do that. And we just have to remember, you don't know. You just don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Right.
And it just reminds me of that. Again, it comes back to what are you doing with your life?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with today? Because tomorrow's not promised to anybody,
Yeah.
So what are you doing with today? How are you living today? You're funny.
Some of my today is consumed with things that it shouldn't be, things that just don't matter. I'm feeling convicted right now.
Oh, super fun.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just a good reminder because sad things can consume your mind, and it's pretty easy to sit there for a while.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and that, what Shane was talking about, to put it in perspective. Okay, how big of a deal is this that the car won't start? How big of a deal is it? We had a screw in a tire a couple weeks ago. I was
we've had a
working on
lot.
the brakes, and there's a screw in the tire. I didn't plan on fixing tires. I wanted to fix brakes.
We've had car chaos for the last 2 weeks.
Ridiculous. I have to re-duct tape the front fender.
Duct tape.
No, it's white. Matches the white of our
Yeah,
car.
it's camouflaged. And it's on the passenger side, so I don't see it much anyway. So.
Only when the duct tape comes loose and then we sound like a motorcycle.
It's like a bicycle with a card in it. That's what our car sounds like right now. Yeah, that's custom exhaust. I just can't rev the engine and make it change at all.
Yeah.
It's really, I think it's important to, it's like you can learn. You can learn from being a part of or watching or being brought in on these experiences,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then and in a funeral that we're a part of this next Thursday, a young man. So listen to this, because this kind of almost has three points to this one example, but and so we get to be a part of doing a service for a young man who in 2017 was in a motorcycle accident and became a quadriplegic. And so he went from being active and rowdy and all this stuff to now he's living in a wheelchair and every rib broken and his spine broken in 2 places and scapula and just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But he in his story he died 4 times, once in the helicopter and 3 times in the ER. but he saw the Lord. Like he saw heaven and came back, and his life reflected. Because you hear stories about that, and I'm cynical and skeptical and all that stuff. I know it's real, but I think some people make it up to sell a book or something. Well, his life showed a dramatic change because of that experience of faith, and he shared it openly. I mean, it just, again, and he's 40 years old, and so he just passed away. But 40 years old.
Yeah.
But this is the interesting thing about it, and to think about death and about life. But I think somewhere in there is also, it's the suffering. Like how we live. That's why I keep telling these people to encourage them as well. What we're going to do is we're going to, at these services, we are going to learn from the individuals. My cousin Scott, for example, talking to my aunt, planning his service. We're going to learn from his life, and we're going to learn from his suffering, and we're going to learn from his death. And as the living, because the Bible says death is the end of all men, the living should take this to heart, like to stop and examine how are we living our life, even this, if we're walking through a very difficult time, like we're going through hell right now, let's say, how are we doing that? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? Like how we live, even how we suffer and how we die, all of that can be the biggest witness to those around us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And it seems like a lot of those people, too, it's like that just makes it even more real, because a lot of those people that have those experiences are running around like pulling out their hair with that sense of urgency, that are just like, you don't understand, you need to change.
Right.
Like just really trying to get that point across, because they know, I mean, no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So they have that sense of urgency to go out to people and be like, you have to believe me, listen to me,
Yeah, and that's part of, because there's a recording of him sharing that at a benefit he had, sharing that experience. And that's, he's like, I wasn't religious, but I am now. Mm-hmm. I mean, like it changed him, and became like a different person. And so
that's cool.
It's really neat. Yeah. To see that transformation. And that's what he's like, I'm telling you, this is a place you want to spend eternity. I mean, like that's a cool message, especially from a guy that lived the other side, and then this happens. And so it's like that suffering, that accident, that tragedy, whatever it is, it brought him to a place of faith where now he will spend eternity in the presence. He's in, like here you go, he's in the presence of his Savior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's neat.
You know what I mean?
Walking, running, throwing.
Free as can be.
Yeah.
Free as can be. Yeah, and so, again, I just think it's like, how we live, how we suffer, how we die. It's like, it's not that we pretend. It's not like we say, hey, this doesn't hurt or this isn't hard or anything like that, because there's always going to be the good days and the bad days.
Right, you still grieve.
You still, yeah, absolutely. But how you do it, how you walk through it, that's the difference.
Right. Yeah, we don't ignore the pain of it on earth. Like I had, after my husband died, someone came up to me and said, "Aren't you so glad that Jesus is your husband now?" And I said, "Nope."
Yeah.
Nope. This is not the time to say that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a vacancy, there's an opening, there's chaos, there's confusion, there's fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't ignore that that's a very difficult time, but...
Yeah. But acknowledging the Lord walks you through it.
Yep. And there's hope.
And you get through the other side, and and there you go.
Yeah.
So life is but a vapor, and no man knows what tomorrow may bring. And I remember the years of being like invincible, right? You and I have talked about that before, Shane, where it's like, I'm going to live forever.
Yep.
Like there's, and I'm treating my body as though I'm going to live forever, and I'm
Only the good die young.
Yeah. It's a good song.
Yeah, well, death is the furthest thing from your mind, because you literally don't think about it.
Yeah.
As you're doing something incredibly stupid and dangerous, still don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Because you're living and just
going.
Yeah.
So I think that it's just some challenging thoughts to like examine life. Do you know what I mean? Like to seriously look at like, how am I living it? How do I treat people? You've been this week you wore a shirt It just says, be kind. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Or it's not that hard or something like. It's like another banner, Alice, for in the sanctuary. I mean, because if you think about it, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Even
Yeah.
like when you're driving and you see somebody on the side of the road running on a road that you feel like they shouldn't be running on because it's so thin, like the shoulders
shoulder.
aren't there. And so in your stubborn mind, you stay in your lane instead of going all the way around to make sure that you don't hit them. Just be kind.
Yeah.
Go in the other lane. If there's another car coming, slow down. Be kind.
This comes from some personal
From
experience.
personal experience.
You can't tell.
Had a bus almost run me off the road once. And I'm like, there was no other cars.
While you were running.
While I was running on a road that I had to run on from my neighborhood to get to another road. And there were no shoulders, you know?
yeah.
So it is a road you shouldn't be running on, but I had to use it to get to a place I could run on. And this bus, no other cars on the road, almost... Yep, almost took me out. I made a phone call to the bus station. I was like, "Why? You know, I get the idea that you're holding kids and you people need to be careful of you, but I'm not going to hurt kids. I'm a person running on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So just be kind.
Yeah, any little thing, acknowledging somebody's presence, saying hello, smiling. I
Yeah.
mean, just like, it really isn't that hard.
Right, and that's important to understand too, that you don't need to change overnight if you're there thinking about it like, oh no, what have I done with my life? Tomorrow you don't need to wake up completely new.
Yeah.
You need to wake up tomorrow potentially and smile at one person, and that is literally could be it, and that could
huge
just start a
start.
transformation in you and in them.
Yeah.
You know, because they were at their lowest moment, but then you shared kindness with them, and now that's changed their day, and who
Yeah.
knows, now they change somebody else's day. That's how that works. You know, when you present that positive affirmation to other people, it's like they can't help now to take that and turn it around to give it to somebody else too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you don't ever know what the person you bump into at the grocery store is going through.
Right?
You don't ever know.
Yeah.
You know, I think it comes from the Love and Respect series, and I forget the context of it, but one of the stories he tells is about a guy who is with his 2 or 3 little kids on a like a public transportation, a bus or a train or something, and the kids are just running all over the place and being rowdy, and he's just kind of looking out the window, and everybody else on that vehicle is just getting mad at this guy, what's wrong with him? Why doesn't he take care of his kids? And he's just looking out the window, and finally someone yells at him or talks rough to him. Hey, can you control your kids a little bit? And so then he kind of acknowledges and looks around. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. My wife just died, and we're just heading home. I mean, like, do you remember seeing that at all?
I don't.
Oh, it's like the context of what he's saying. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
the story is like you never know.
You never know.
You never know what somebody's going through.
Yeah, it makes me think of the story of Ruth. That's one of my favorites. I listen to at night, and she's in the field, and Boaz is kind to her. He offers her
Yeah.
water and some food, and she says something like, I'm paraphrasing, like, "Why are you being so kind to me? I'm lower than one of your servants."
Yeah.
And she just thanks him. That's cool.
Just being kind.
Yep, he had nothing to gain from
Yeah.
being kind to her.
Yeah.
Just being kind, gave her some water and some food. And she just threw herself down on the ground and thanked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those types of acts can transform somebody, bring
They can.
hope, and bring a smile, and because you just never, even like we work together, we don't ever really know what we're bringing into the office that day,
Right.
and how we interact. It's just so important, Alice, looked like you were going to say something today. Do I keep interrupting you and your hand's going for the mic button?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I was just going to say you would notice if I brought in a puppy like Liz did today.
That's right.
Everybody noticed the puppy.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
That was adorable.
Man, oh, man. We don't want a dog, though.
We don't.
People can stop by with their dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess, just stirring in me, what's on my mind. I don't know what I'm in pursuit of with that topic. What are we in pursuit of
reflecting on our life.
Mm-hmm.
Because death is there.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. Better to be in a house of mourning than a house of feasting. For death is the end of all men, and the living should take it to heart. That's that whole idea. Like, yeah, stop and think about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Stop and...
That's also part of the being intentional that I'm terrible at, but being intentional. It's like, I don't want to waste today.
Yeah.
Not that you don't have days where you just kind of have to veg and recharge and plug in and...
That's not a wasted day.
No.
It's a refueling day.
A refueling day, yeah. But to be intentional.
Yeah, and I think sometimes I can get too focused on the intentionality of the projects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be intentional to get stuff done instead of, yeah, I'm going to get stuff done, but if I got to run to the store, I want to be intentional to not be so focused on my project I look past the person at the checkout counter.
Right.
Or, you want to know something terrible?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just about me.
Okay.
Like, I'll get so focused sometimes if I got to run to Walmart or Menards or, to the store. And I'll just be on a mission, right? And I'll look down an aisle and I'll see somebody. Of course, it's never anybody from church. But I'll see somebody I know, and I'll stop and pause and be like, I really got to keep moving. Like not even a quick hello, not an acknowledgement, a smile, a pat on the back, a attaboy. It's like, and that's the kind of stuff to me that makes a difference. Because it doesn't have to be a half-hour conversation every time. Like, I'm getting better at saying, hey, man, it's great to see you. I got to run, but have a great day. A smile and a kind word. And, like, that's what I mean by being, like, when I think about the intentionality.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I got too much to do. Nah, this is the most valuable stuff to do.
I was going to say, maybe a 1% time you do that. You are very good at reaching out to people and saying hi. You really are.
That reminds me of when that gentleman came in to the church and we were chit-chatting, and I was kind of telling him I got to get back to work. And then he was just like, this is your job. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're like, that right, that is entailing. Like, me and us talking about the Bible and what we're doing right now is the job. And that was just an amazing realization of, like, people and talking to you and sharing the word.
Yeah. Yeah, loving people, pausing for people. Jesus stopped for the beggar. You know what I mean? Like, notice the people in need. Like, that's what I think. That's a life well spent. It's a people matter, and sometimes they're difficult. But you know what? Sometimes I'm difficult too, and like, yeah.
There's literally a war for our souls. The people are the most important thing on the earth, bar none.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good point. So, consider your life today. It's but a vapor. Whatever you're walking through, according to our new friend Ginny, 84 years goes by pretty quick. It's just a vapor, here today and gone tomorrow. And just consider, no man knows what tomorrow may bring. So today, maybe give a kind word, give an extra hug, and just take that second with those you love. I hope you all have a great day.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for joining In Pursuit with Pastor Bill and me, Denise. We hope you will tune in next Thursday at noon as the pursuit continues. In Pursuit is a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio, on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. The opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of the owner.